We've got another record breaker here tonight, too. QtCinderella. This year, as everyone knows, you broke the record for the most expensive haircut and the least educational university. So congratulations to you. Oh, and also, congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent.
As you may or may not know, the Streamer Award just happened, and honestly, it was a complete circus. I don't know if it's because some people care more about going viral than enjoying the moment, or because they forgot what the essence of streaming was and why people tune up to watch streams. But just like Jinxie, the entire time the internet was praying for something to make the stream go down, because at some moments, it felt like poison for the eyes.
I want to congratulate Kai for reaching over 1 million subs. Incredible. He just barely beat out Queso, who could only eat 900,000 subs. Yeah.
And mind you, this is an event made up of some of the greatest entertainers online. They should know what their audience wants. But from thougtht thinking she's the second coming of Kanye, to fanfan believing she got the Chris Rock rose gene, it felt like we were watching a horrible parody of the Oscars. If you're not familiar with the industry, the Streamer Awards is an annual event that recognizes standout live streamers across platforms like Twitch and YouTube. It was created by QtCinderella, and it features categories such as Breakout Streamer of the Year. Fans and the community vote on the nominees, and the winners are announced at a live show. Basically, it's the main award ceremony for online streamers, highlighting the creators who made a big impact over the past year. Although it sounds a lot like the Oscars, people are not expecting an Oscar-level performance. By that, I mean that the audience doesn't watch streamers the same way they watch actors. You watch a streamer because you can connect with a person, because you have a bond. You watch an actor because he's terrific, because he can perform. When the viewers tune up to watch the Streamer Awards, they were just expecting a good moment between different content creators, laugh, maybe a few roasts, but they mainly came for the human moments, because at the end of the day, that's what streaming is about. But unfortunately, way too many people during that event were trying way too hard. And the first person I'm going to talk about is thoughtht, because what she did allowed her to win Clown Streamer of the Year. At one point in the show, they announced the Breakout Streamer of the Year award.
EDG, Vanilla Mace, Gwendolyn Ortiz.
And the Streamer Award goes to thougtht.
Best breakout streamer. This means so much to me, and I'm so grateful, man. Thank you guys. You guys have no idea how much you have changed my life.
And it went to thougtht. He gave a really genuine emotional speech, and the other nominees, including Rakai and DDG, took the loss respectfully. But the drama kicked off afterward during a completely different segment. thoughtht suddenly walked on stage unannounced and said that Rakai and DDG should have won instead of thought. In other words, she did a Kanye.
Breakout Streamer of the Year went to thoutht. And congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out. Blah, 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 blah.
I think we can all agree if anyone is legit enough to do that, it would be DDG or Rakai. And the concerned people did not even react. They understand that the voters have spoken. At the end of the day, this is the Streamer Award. They're not gonna get a boost in their careers because they won this or they won that. This event was created to be something fun that people enjoy watching. And without being disrespectful, you are not a genius when it comes to content creation. We know how you became famous, and we know why people watch your streams. You are not Ye. You did not impact a generation with your music. You did not change music with your talent. So what makes you think you can come on stage and say a guy like thoutht doesn't deserve to win? People were saying thoughtht has a BBL brain, and I thought it was a joke, but now I'm starting to believe it's true, because even the reason she gave for interrupting the awards makes you question how dumb is she.
Needed to happen. I was gonna make it happen regardless. You know what's crazy though, Dez? On my life, when I went over there to go talk to Rakai, I didn't like his demeanor. Like, Rakai head was down. Rakai didn't have his light. I'm like, nah, niggas need to feel this shit. Like, I don't give a Like, he just didn't have, like, Rakai's head was down. His whole, like, I didn't like that shit.
Even if he was sad, this 17-year-old boy did not react. He was mature enough to stay calm and take the L. Whereas a 30-year-old woman thought it would be a good idea to go on stage and make a fool out of herself. Like, honestly guys, wouldn't you be ashamed to act like that at her age for something that trivial? And you may be thinking that I'm hating, but what if I told you the dude she shot herself in the foot for on stage thinks the same thing as me? That after the incident, he was apparently avoiding her. That he even called her out.
I seen what India did. I checked on her, made sure she was straight. I know a lot of y'all felt frustrated. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Shout out to Adapt. Adapt went crazy. Everybody went crazy in their own way. You know, that's the point of a community. You feel me? It's the point. The point of a community is, nigga, we in this shit together. So what we see, what we motherfucking what we feel like, the shit that we. Shay not taking it good.
I don't always agree with DDG, but on this one, I have to say he's right. Because at the end of the day, this event was created for the community to have a good time, to put it under a good light. That's why to a lot of people, this award is just like the Monopoly. Whether you win, whether you lose, you don't care. You had a good time with your friend and you move on. No need to make a whole scene for nothing. By saying Adapt doesn't deserve the award, you are disrespecting the streamer's work and you are creating unnecessary beef between two sides. If this is the biggest problem in your life, then damn, you are lucky. But I think India understands it now because she made an apology video.
Lost when I make mistakes, like God doesn't do that. But I want you guys to just be a part of my journey because it's a journey, and I am okay with showcasing my ups and downs, and it's okay. But that's what I want to do. So January 3rd, no weed, no alcohol. So that's just what that is. Until then, I will learn my boundaries. Until January 3rd, I will learn my boundaries of like how many drinks does it take to get with me type shit, you know? I want to apologize to QT. What I did, first of all, I appreciate that you inviting me, and there's no excuse for my behavior. It was very distasteful. It was very, like I keep saying, unnecessary. It was my initial emotion response, and that, again, I had no business being on that stage. You know, as a person and who I am as a person, and I have to stop disappointing myself by repeating mistakes and keep repeating a cycle that's obviously not good for me. Your mistakes could either be a coffin or a classroom, and I'm a work in progress every day, and I have to understand what I did to the Twitch CEO, to just everybody. It was just so distasteful, and it is not who I am or what I should have did at all. I know.
You can blame me on the alcohol, you can blame me on the weed, saying it's a journey, that there are some ups and downs, but I'ma be honest, stop the cap. We all know you're just apologizing because you got kicked out of the event and because you got flamed online. You thought everyone was gonna back you up after that moment, that it was gonna be your Kanye moment, but you got destroyed online. This might be the biggest L in your career.
And we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say.
Okay, so I don't know what this bird brain, but how could two people win an award? And just because you have Van Cleef doesn't mean it looks good stacked on each other like this. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. Like sure, this is a lot of money, but this doesn't look like is this supposed to look good? Like it's like.
Rakai, shut up.
I'm not even joking. This is the most corniest
The Yam Queefs.
shit ever, bro. Corny as fuck.
Clicks!
Main character syndrome is fuck. You are not her.
That's the only reason why you are apologizing right now. This is the same pattern we see within so many content creators. They do something dumb, think they're gonna get a pass, get roasted online, and apologize afterwards. If it were only the guests acting up, it would be fine because the host would be there to make the event enjoyable. But unfortunately, there was the other reason why this was just a clown show.
Achievements. We've got another record breaker here tonight too, QtCinderella. This year, as everyone knows, you broke the record for the most expensive haircut and the least educational university. So congratulations to you. Oh, and also, congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
I'm not gonna be one of those people who's gonna tell you they shouldn't have made a joke about QtCinderella. They think that at the Oscars, they wanna roast people, then do it. But if you're gonna roast people, you have to be sure that your roast will be on point. That what you are gonna deliver will be a 5-star meal, because otherwise, please do not talk. Please just present the awards. Because let's be honest, most expensive haircut, least educational school. He never said he was there to teach the students anything educational. And did he? What has he done to be compared to Diddy? Comparing Hassan to Mao for being responsible for the suffering of dogs would make sense, but this doesn't. We all know what Diddy did. How are you gonna compare him to Kai? Where are the similarities? Where is the joke? This led to Fanfan getting pressed by Talil.
If you all gonna be on the mic, now turn this mic, now turn this shit on. Turn this shit on. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny.
I thought it was.
At least unlike India Love, he's right. If you want to make people laugh, no problem. But make sure you can be a comedian. Otherwise, shut up and just announce the winners. This is what happens when you try to play in the big leagues and you are not ready. No one is expecting this award to compete with Hollywood. Do your thing, be funny, and make it enjoyable. That's what the viewers, that's what the participants are asking. I wish that was the only L of the night, but I'ma put you a compilation of multiple flops.
We're right there with Rage. Rage, I had a quick question. What's your favorite color on the pride flag?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Rakai, question. What's the coolest thing you've ever stolen? Don't answer, it's a test, Rakai! Have you learned nothing? Don't answer it! Take his mic, take his mic. What? He's learned his lesson, he's not allowed to answer that.
All right, let's keep going this way. The homophobic table! Woo! Or was it misogynistic? I don't remember. Jason, Sakura, the internet's favorite couple, hi, and their short gay son, Ron.
You guys are millionaires and you can't even afford comedy lessons. What a disaster. You know a lot of people in this room hate each other, have beef, have drama. If you're gonna use all those controversies for your jokes, make sure you'll be able to cool off and appease the atmosphere. Otherwise, you're just gonna make people hate you.
What else do we got next? I have somewhat respect for you and Ludwig. I didn't like when you guys apologized and folded after you guys said that there was a shot collar on Hassan's dog, and then you said it wasn't a shot collar. I know you guys do like paid shit together and shit like that. I get it. I know what it's like to have brand deals and shit, but you should at least be openly honest about that, right? And I felt bad for you when you were crying and shit. And I actually said I like you and Ludwig. I know you were just cracking a joke. I'm gonna let it slide. I'm down a lot of fucking money, but you know what? It was I don't know if it was a good event. Let me watch these. Let me watch these clips. I'm not gonna do what I'm gonna do here. God bless you, and carry on.
Yeah?
F out of here. I'm kidding. The crowd's reaction.
As Aiden Ross would call it, his idea.
Nobody laughed. I mean, it wasn't funny, obviously. If you laughed at that, bro, you gotta be probably like, I don't even know. That was a paid actor. That joke did not hit. I was the first joke of the night. Crash. Horrible.
And because this was such a disaster, even QtCinderella had to remind people that they were joking and they meant no harm.
All right, it feels like we're getting loose. We're warming up. We're having a good time. And I just want to remind you guys that everything we say tonight is a joke, okay? Especially after some of you talk to FanFan.
If you have to tell people you were joking, that says everything about your sense of humor. To a lot of people during this event, the host gave the impression they were trying too hard to be something they were not, and also that they were pushing an agenda. I don't know if it's true, but personally, I think they forgot to focus on the most important part. Like I said at the beginning of this video, streaming is about the connection, the genuine moment content creators have with their viewers. This award was supposed to be the culmination of this whole style of content creation, but instead it ended up being the worst of the worst. That's why to a lot of people the industry has changed. Streaming doesn't feel as authentic as it used to be. Now it's all about viral moments, beefing, controversies, and don't get me wrong, there were some good moments during this award, but what people are gonna remember are those moments.
I mean this with the utmost love, respect, and empathy and peace. This shit is trash, yo. Like, I say this with love and respect. This shit is fucking trash. Like, this shit is fucking trash. This shit is trash.
Which means the 2025 Streamer Awards will always be seen as trash. But that'll be all for today's video, guys. It's just sad to see that the event that was supposed to end the year in a big bang was just a huge disaster. And I hope next year it will be better. But seeing how the streaming industry is evolving, I fear the worst. So don't hesitate to let me know what you think in the comment section. If it was a great event despite everything that happened, or it was just the worst thing you ever seen in your life. Let me know. And if you like the content, don't hesitate to sub. And until then, I'll see you soon for another one. Thank you for watching.